today we got the Isuzu D-Max. As you can see, I'll be taking you on a safari. Here's the elephant here. I'm just kidding. We're not going on a safari today, but we are going on an adventure, and I'll tell you all about this Isuzu D-Max 3-litre turbo. Let's get into it. So Isuzu is manufactured here in South Africa, and as you know, Bakkie market, you got the Hilux, you got Peugeot Landtrek, you got Nissan, you got a lot of cars, right? A lot of Bakkies rather. And let's see how Isuzu fares against the competition. You got a decently looking grille. I wouldn't put this as, you know, one of the best or the most modern, but you do get LED headlamps, you get daytime running lights which are LED, and you do get fog lights which are also LED, so those are all plus signs. If you go around the side, firstly I'll point out to you, you can see there is sensors, although they can get irritating sometimes with, you know, cars have too many sensors, but you rather get irritated than smash another car or smash the garage or door or something, so it's better to have the sensors. If you come around the side, you'll see that there is 18-inch alloy wheels. 19-inch wheels might be a bit better, but 18 is okay. You do have keyless entry, so to enter the car, well, it is unlocked at the moment. So if I press the button here, we lock it. So you can see I can't get in. Then if I press it again, it does unlock. So that is very nice. You see there's no button here, you can unlock it from there. Fuel tank 76 liters. Fuel efficiency, it's okay. I'll chat more about it on the in-drive, so I won't give anything away yet. You do have a 990 kilogram payload, which is higher than the Hilux of 790, so that is a good thing. This here is a little bit on the heavy side to pull open. You can see on top here, you got the secure lid. Now how this opens is it stretches right there. It's actually not so easy to open. You have to take the key and like put it in here, unlock it, and then you actually have to lift this up and push. It did take quite a bit of an effort to do it, so I just did it once and I didn't do it again. It is a bit sluggish, so I don't actually like it that much. If it was motorized, it would have been actually better. Well, this is the LSE, so it's near the top of the range, and this comes in at about 790,000, so it is a bit on the pricey side, but we'll chat more about that later. So Isuzu has included this step here to get in, so let me use that and I'll take you guys on the interior now. Okay, so on the interior, first thing you do notice is the knee room it's decent. It's not extremely spacious, but it does the job. You do have a USB port here, and you got air vents at the back. You do have these pouches, and you do have places for bottle holders on either side. And then there is ISOFIXes at the back here for if you have any car seats. You can see at the bottom. Oh, and let's just check here. 2 cup holders, always handy at the back, and nice and sturdy. So let's have a look at what the driver's seat has to offer. Okay, so in the driver's seat, first thing is you do have electric windows all around, but it's only automatic for the driver and not for the passengers. The steering wheel is decent. It is a multifunction steering wheel, so you do have your audio buttons and everything else here. The infotainment system, it's okay. It's not very responsive, and it's not the most well designed. That is another a downside of the car. It is full of functions. I mean, it's got the hill assist, it's got hill descent control. There's a lot of features this car has. But I'll chat more about the drive actually when I take you guys on the in-drive. You can't electrically adjust the seat. You have to do it manually, unfortunately. The best way to describe the interior, and from what we've seen on the exterior, is so far it's okay. It doesn't stand out against its competitors, and also note that this is close to the top of the range. So although it does have leather seats, it's not the most comfortable leather. There's a few features that the other cars do have above it, like the Landtrek. The Peugeot Landtrek has a 360 camera. When I got into that car, I really felt very, very comfortable. The drive was actually very nice. The Hilux has much more power than this one. Overall, it just drives better. It has much more features compared to this. So I think this car coming in at 790, it's not the cheapest. It doesn't actually give you that much extra features to warrant the price. So I would say maybe the Hilux is at the top. The Landtrek I'll put in second, and the Isuzu I'll put in third. But that might change when you take it on a drive, might not. Let's take the Isuzu D-Max 3-litre turbo diesel for a drive and see what you guys think of it. Before I went for a drive, remember I told you guys, I put the Hilux first, the Peugeot Landtrek second, and this Isuzu D-Max third. Now the reason I'm not putting Nissan and VW is because I haven't reviewed those ones. So I'm just putting the cars that I have reviewed thus far. In terms of driving, I'd say the Isuzu feels a little bit underpowered for a 3-litre turbo diesel. If you heard that sound, that was just the front sensor. It got 140 kilowatts of power and 450 Newton meters of torque. Now I am driving this Isuzu D-Max a few weeks after I had the Hilux GRS. Now that was a sport. It had different sport modes, and wow, that car was really powerful. Now this D-Max doesn't have sport modes. It would have actually been nice if it did, because I do feel it is less powered. So if you want to overtake or anything, if you are taking this double cab on a long road, If it had power mode or something a bit more faster, it would have actually been better. In terms of the actual drive, what I noticed almost immediately when I was driving is that the tires, it skids quite easily. Now I don't take turns very fast and I don't take them very sharply, but for the first time when I'm driving normally, I actually felt a skid in the tires. Now I'm not sure what that could be because of. And then I did also mention about the infotainment system being not very responsive. The Bluetooth does work well. I use that. I have no issues with that. One thing that is a bit irritating is if you're playing something through a USB and you want to select tracks, sometimes it doesn't allow you to flip through because it says you're busy driving, so it's not allowing you to for safety reasons. Now I know that is a good thing, to not allow someone to play with the touchscreen while they're driving, but I think that's just going a bit too far. Would you be happy not being able to scroll while you're driving? You have to stop and actually scroll and then press. That's not too nice. Fuel efficiency, I said we'll chat about that. So it does have a 76 litre fuel tank. The average I was getting was between 7.8 to 8.1 litres per 100. It's not very great. I mean, I've done a mixture of driving. A lot of it was in traffic though, and there was some highway driving as well. So it is, I'd say, a fairly combined consumption and not just, a single dimension. I'm not too happy with the fuel consumption. Before I had the car, there was a lot of anticipation for the Isuzu D-Max, being 3 litre turbo diesel, manufactured here in South Africa, and Isuzu's been in the market for a very long time, and we do know it competes very highly with the Toyota Hilux. It wouldn't be fair for me not to compare these two cars. So in terms of driving, as long as I was driving this Isuzu D-Max, there's nothing that gave me a wow factor in this bakkie. It's just okay. The power is okay. Like I said, it feels underpowered, but I'm comparing it to the GR Sport and not to just the normal Hilux. I can't exactly remember the Peugeot Landtrek, the power, but I think it was a bit better than this one. So all in all, the D-Max drive is just okay. The tires skid a bit. The boot troubles, although you got a nice payload, to get to that payload you have to work for it because it's not very easy to open the boot. The infotainment system is not the most well-designed infotainment system. It does have buttons for the aircon which are nice, and it's not all touch screen. The cluster in front is very, very basic. It's not digital, it's just analog. So everything about the Isuzu D-Max is just okay. And the thing is, right, this is almost the top of the range and it's coming in at 790,000. If this car was maybe 600, then I'll think about it. I'll decide, what, for this kind of drive, although it's not as good, as powered, it might not be very fuel efficient, but for the price, I'll consider it. Although you can get an entry level for maybe 500 something, but you're probably looking at the 1.9 or a single cab, not a double cab. That's why I would say at the end of this review, the Toyota Hilux would still come out top. The Peugeot Landtrek would come in second because I clearly remember it was very, very comfortable, and I really loved the 360-degree camera of the Landtrek. That was really remarkable. I know a lot of things that I said is my personal opinion. So the Isuzu D-Max 3 litre turbo diesel that I'm currently driving might be the perfect car for you. It might suit your needs perfectly. Maybe you're not looking for something very, very powered. Maybe you're looking for something exactly like this, and that could definitely tick all your boxes. But just from my personal point of view, it doesn't tick all my boxes. You guys are most welcome to disagree with me, and if you do, and if there's a reason why you like this Isuzu D-Max as opposed to any other of its competitors, be it Toyota, Nissan, VW, please comment down below on why you like the Isuzu better than any other brand. In this video, I have mentioned about the Toyota Hilux GR Sport. I have mentioned about the Peugeot Landtrek. I never compare this to the Jeep Rubicon, which is also a bakkie, but those are the other bakkies that I have on my channel. In the description box below, I will link my reviews to all the bakkies that I've done, and you can have a look at those, and then you can do a comparison between this Isuzu D-Max and any of the other bakkies I have reviewed. Guys, this is the end of the review of the Isuzu D-Max. Thanks for being here at the end. And I hope you found this review informative. Subscribe to the channel. There's many, many more great videos coming out. If you are subscribed, you'll be the first to know of when the new video comes out. So thanks again for watching. Share it with your friends, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.